Mindscreed.
It's mindscreed. I heard that. Only it's like it's mindscreed. Then only it's like a.
No, hold on. I'm sipping tea, guys.
That's some English ass shit there. Alright, I felt we've done this before in a podcast, but for this one, we're gonna just go through a few so-called common English proverbs. Now, I don't know if they are English proverbs. It's just what I've searched on Google. I just typed in Google and it said English proverbs. Don't believe everything you see.
Oh.
You're right, one of them. I don't know what they are. Alright, let's go. The first one.
Let's do this.
All that glitters is not gold. J. Cole, innit? Don't that remind you of J. Cole instantly?
Yeah, that reminds me of Jack Owen.
I know he took that from like ancient proverbs and that. So what do you get?
He must have been, because...
Hmm.
Right, so do you want to go first, or
Yeah.
am I going first?
Yeah, all that glitters is not gold.
Oh, are you thinking about it?
Oh, I thought you was gonna like. Oh, what? All that glitter. Okay. It reminds me of when we was talking about the virtual self in that other podcast, and like social media. In it, there's enough people out here going on like McDonald's and Burger King. You know, when they got them Happy Meals. And like the burger looks fresh, like five-star restaurant and that, and then when you actually get it, it looks like it just looks wrong, and it's not right.
That's a good way to describe it, man. It just looks wrong. It's almost like a cricket.
That's what I get from it, and also pretty people, ugly personalities. That sort of thing. That's what I get from it. It's just that marketing, isn't it? Don't be fooled by the marketing. People are acting like corporations out here, pretending to be this and that online, but in real life, the next thing you don't even want to be like seeing or chilling with.
True. Yeah, that's what. Actually, yeah, I was gonna say that as well. Not the first bit, but the last bit you said about pretty people and ugly personalities. So it's like we see them and they look beautiful, and that's them, glittering and shining. You could say like them shining is just like them catching our attention, but whether there's value in how they look is like based on who they are, which is what you said basically. So like they can shine, but they can't really be gold.
Yeah, I can't really gold.
Yeah, they can shine, but they're not really gold. Yeah.
I feel sorry for
that
sort of thing.
So basically that's basically the same point as the last point that you made, and also like in terms of lifestyle, innit? So all that glitters and gold. So just because someone has like a nice car or they live in a mansion doesn't mean they're happy. Yeah. So I'm equating the gold to like whether they're satisfied or happy with their lives. Because was it Jim Carrey who said that I want everyone to be successful and get like all the money they want and the things they want, just to realize that that's not where happiness is going to come from. Yeah, so like that's one way of looking at it as well. I guess overall it means we shouldn't really be fooled by not only how attractive something is to us, but also like we should think about the like the intrinsic value it has, like whatever deep value that has to us, instead of just looking at it on the surface level, but on the deeper level.
Yeah. The mental health thing as well, innit? What I got on my Instagram. It goes like, you're attractive, but are you good for my mental health? People don't think about that. I don't feel like doing it. I don't care. Whatever. Next, you want to go to the next one?
I also, if you're trying to pick up a girl, you should have. That should be the first thing you say. Like, say a girl.
Oh, okay, Dico. Go on, carry on.
But yeah, you get the idea.
Yeah.
We understand.
Let me know how that goes if you use it.
I'm definitely gonna use that shit. It's like, you look nice and all that. Are you good for my mental health? Oh shit. I mean, slapped so fast. Okay, barking dogs seldom bite. Barking dogs seldom bite. So this is like this is similar to like like what you do speaks louder than what you say. So most people would talk shit, but really they're not gonna do anything. Like when I used to work in a nightclub, you would see a lot of this. Like people would talk shit, but like they'll act all shit and shit like, oh, hold me back, bro, hold me back, bro. But if they're bro, let them go. Like, okay, go. You're not angry enough, you want to fight.
You're not gonna do shit.
You'll be like, I'm just kidding and shit. I mean, honestly, like, it would escalate into fighting because they're drunk, but yeah, like, most people would just talk shit and not really fight. And also, the first thing I said, like, yeah, like, what you do sounds way louder than what you say. So it's like people who just talk.
Ooh.
Yeah, what I get from this saying is that people will talk, but they won't really act or act out what they talk. Yeah. What do you think?
Similar, of course. I was riding a bike the other day, going through Aston, and there's a load of hoodie youths, and one of them started shouting at me like, "You pussy," and all that kind of shit. I thought to myself, okay, what the fuck? I just went, 5-0's coming down the road, because there's all smoking and that, so whatever. So a barking dog seldom bites. People who don't know, seldom means rare, if that's correct. Just another word for rare, posh word for it. So that man, he's just barking out of insecurity, I say. What it tells me is the loud man is insecure when the silent man is not insecure, let's say, confident in his ability or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're younger, and you have that, you get that sort of thing, like, don't pay any attention. Just keep riding in it. Just stay on purpose. That's one, when you're on purpose and that, you don't have time to be stopping at every dog that barks. Just let them bark and do your own thing.
Sorry, go
on. What? Better the devil.
Oh, no, it's fine. I thought you were breaking up. Go on.
No. Better the devil you know than the devil you don't know. Ooh. So what I get from this is, like Carl Jung was saying, Peterson, about the shadow, knowing the shadow, but that's a cop out because that's easy to say that. What I get from this is, it's good to experience sometimes people doing you over and the darkness of other people. So then you know the devil in a certain way rather than the devil you don't know, if that makes any sense.
So like better to know that that your friends, for example, better to know that your friends are not really your friends than they're not knowing that they're not your friends.
Yes.
Is that what you mean?
I didn't mean it like that, but how you said it, that like along the same lines, yeah. Like not everyone is your friend. Even like the closest of friends, you never know another man's mind. Like, and sadly in this world, that's how it sort of goes. Most people, I don't see that. Maybe it feels like the majority and just or have all this negative emotion inside them. But like, yeah.
Yeah.
Man to man. Yeah. You don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
What's that one of them Bob Marley lyrics?
Sorry?
What are them Bob Marley lyrics? Your worst enemy could be your best friend, and your best friend your worst enemy.
Oh, Bob Marley said that.
It's in some of his lyrics. I don't know if they actually came from him, but in his lyrics, aren't they?
Oh.
Who the Cat Fit. A good song. So, if you do come across so-called friends like that who do you over, it's minor. That you've learnt from them. You should thank them sort of people most, really, because they're the ones who make you more aware of them sort of people in life. So you can just learn from them. And who the cat fit, let them wear it. Who the boot fit, let them wear it. If you're just working on yourself and getting an abundant sort of mentality, you can be strong enough to just cut them off like that, and it's their loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what I think, so better the devil you know than the devil you don't know. But the good thing about proverbs like this is that you can apply them to like a lot of different things. So let's see what I get from this. Well, I'm gonna take the cop-out answer, and so try to explain it in like Jungian or Jordan Peterson terms. So I feel like it also means that know if something is so it's better to know that the cause of your problems is this particular thing than not knowing that. So for example, if you're not aware that your addictions are what holding you back from achieving certain things, then that's not really, like if you don't know that what's bad for you, if you're not able to identify what's bad for you, then you won't know how to overcome that, right? So I think knowing that something is not good for you is also like it's integrating that shadow side in it. It's like it's coming into contact with that, and then because like we are our own worst enemies here. I mean, I'm going around in circles a little bit here, but it's okay. I lost my train of thought. Let's just say it's like that, like what you said. It's better to realize that something's not good for you than realizing it at a time that may be too late. Like, like your addictions may run you into money problems and form more devils in your life. So I guess it's better to know the devil than to not know the devil. Maybe like sometimes I think some people just ignore these devils that they find in their lives as well.
Well, if they don't know the devil, they won't, innit? They won't know it. That how could they know something they have no awareness of?
Yeah. Okay, the next one. The forbidden fruit is the sweetest. Mm. The forbidden fruit is the sweetest. Yeah, it's like, I think it's that not that desire, but we have like this attraction towards things that are like forbidden. Like it's because something is forbidden that makes it even more attractive. Like, for example, let's see. I don't know, as a child, if you're told, like, do not do this, right? Like, this is forbidden, do not do this. But you can't really say that to a child because we're really curious as children. So, if you tell it, like, what's his face? Let's use a cartoon example. Like, Mufasa said to Simba, don't go there. And of course, Simba went there, innit? Because you can't just say don't go there. Because we're like really, really curious human beings. As humans, we're very curious, so we always want to see what's beyond the unknown. Yeah, let's say that, like beyond the unknown. Also, like there's an attraction towards things that are forbidden as well, like drugs, some sexual acts, and what's this? Like, say for example, like the usual stereotype that Catholic or any like religious people who are sexually repressed, for example, and then they end up like expressing it in a way that's
okay. Should we go to the next one? I should go to the next one. Wait, what are you getting at here?
To like murky waters.
What the? Oh.
I mean, no disrespect to any Catholics out there. Just saying, man.
I'm just saying. That's just saying, man.
Okay. What do you think?
Wait,
we can't move on to the next one.
You said it all. Or am I meant to like? What can I add to that? Yeah, I don't know.
Forbidden fruit.
Reverse psychology. That's all I can.
What do you think? If you were gonna, if I was to ask you, like, why would you find something more, like layering, like attracting, or like, why would something forbidden capture your attention?
I guess because you would want to find out for yourself rather than to listen about like what everyone else says. Just because something is illegal doesn't mean it's always right. Slavery was legal. It don't mean that it was right.
No. And even like this basically stems from like the Adam and Eve story, innit? Like the forbidden fruit.
That's the first thing that comes to mind, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got to be from there. I don't know what else it would be from.
Yeah, I don't know what else to add on. Next one.
Alright, fools rush in where angels fear to tread.
Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. Alright, I don't want to rush you, but is this you? It's your turn. Fools rush in where angels.
Only fools rush in.
Was that all fools rush in?
Only fools rush in. Well, that's another quote. Fear nothing, but be aware of danger. Dangerous territory. I don't know. What do you get from it?
yeah, it kind of sounds similar to the devil you know and Fool's Russian were angels. But yeah, it sounds like that thing again for what's this? Uh, yeah, it sounds connected to like knowledge versus wisdom. That's the initial thought I had, anyways. But and then the next thought I had was like, actually, big up to the fools because they find out first if they get there. They beat the angels, and the rest to finding out whatever that is. It's the downside is if they rush in and it's something dangerous, then they didn't really pay attention to their fears. But
you think it was paying attention to their fears or paying attention to their common sense?
The what? Their conscience.
No, their
Conscience.
common sense. Do you think it was them not paying attention to their fear or their common sense?
I think it's probably them ignoring their fear.
I guess.
Because the thing, it says fools rush in where angels fear to tread. So, I don't know, it feels kind of connected to the forbidden fruit again. Like, it's almost like the fools are the ones who won't, like, listen to the rules, and then the angels kind of, like, walk on eggshells. Yeah, that's one way I'm looking at it. It's also, it kind of, like, feels like, like if we compare fools to those who don't think before they act, and then the angels will be those who test themselves and then, take a step back even, and because it doesn't say like the angels don't go there. They both go into the same destination. It's just that the fools don't really think about it. That's what I think, anyways.
Should we move on to the next one?
On to the next one. Give a dog a bad name and hang him. Give a dog a bad name and hang him. Give a dog a bad name and hang him. I don't know. All of a sudden I'm thinking about like lynchings and shit. But let's see. Is this like one of those like no, it can't be like I was thinking like, oh yeah, you can't measure a fish's intelligence to climb a tree.
No, I don't think
You know what I
it is,
mean?
I don't know. I'm getting something different
What are you getting?
from that. If you have a child, yeah, and the dad is a bad man, and you say, oh, you're just like your dad, you keep telling your kid he's a bad kid, and he's just going to end up in prison, and he's just going down a wrong route the whole of his life, then you're hanging him, basically. You're setting him up to fail in life.
So like, you basically make him like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yes.
Interesting.
That's what I'm feeling from it anyway. It's easy to be wise.
Well,
Go on.
I was just going to say I have nothing to add to that.
Oh, I'm just moving on to the next
Nothing
one
else.
then. It's easy to be wise after the event. I like that one.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You said, you know why? You just, is it my turn? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like you see when you have like an argument with someone or your little brother or your family back in the day, or just anyone
Yeah.
in general, and then you're lying there at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and you're like, oh, I should have said that, and I should have said this. I would have been so smart if I said that and this and that.
Like, now you come up with a great comeback. Come on.
That's funny shit.
Mm.
Do you get anything different than that?
It's easy to be wise after the event. Oh, yeah, I guess that applies to how we learn in it. Like, it's easy for you to know how to present yourself during a job interview. After the interview, and then you get some feedback from that interview, you can then adjust to the next interview in it. So you can change your behavior based on what the results of that event are. Because there's only so much you can do when predicting something, like predicting how an event is gonna go. So yeah, like you learn something after rather than before. Anything else? Or should I move on?
Nah, I'm good. Let's move on.
Let sleeping dogs lie. That sounds like, forgive and forget. So, like, forgive and forget. Like, there's no reason to bring up something that's in the past, It's sleeping, so let's not wake that thing up.
Yeah. You know what comes to mind?
What do you think?
You know that three-headed dog from Harry Potter?
The Cerberus.
I don't know the names, trust me. I don't. It's a dog. Hagrid. I know his name.
It's the guardian of the Hellgates, isn't it? The Cerberus, yeah.
No way, is that his name? But that was a sleeping dog, innit? And Harry and them, that was a sleeping dog, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If I remember right. And Harry and them had to leave it sleeping. No pain without...
So does that mean like...
Go on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, does that mean like you should... Is it like not bringing something up to the surface? Almost like something that's dangerous?
I feel like it. A little, yeah. Say like, what's it called? BNP? The British National Party and KKK and all them sort of racist sort of guys. Just leave them to sleep, innit? And leave them to do their own shit. Don't even bother like trying to poke them and wake them up.
Don't you think we should wake some people up if they're sleeping?
Nah, I don't feel like you can, All you can do is keep working on yourself, keep waking yourself up, and just then maybe that will, as you say, maybe that's what will help it. Yeah. And unless they ask for some advice, then give it, innit? But I'm assuming like they ain't asking for the advice.
I don't imagine the KKK asking. Hey bro, how do we... what's the fastest way to bend this cross? We've had some kind of saying... Wow.
That's funny. Why do they burn a cross?
Sorry?
Why do they burn a cross?
Why do they burn the cross?
Yeah.
I don't know specifically why. I just know that they do it. Is it... Maybe they are antichrist or some shit.
Alright, no gain without pain. No pain without gain. Yeah, I don't... Does this one... I don't even feel like this one needs a description. Unless you want to add something to it, we'll move on, innit?
We can still say a little bit about it.
Yeah, say what you
Let's,
want.
let's do
I ain't got nothing.
no gain, no pain. You can relate it to like going to the gym. You know when you're lifting weights, pumping that iron, it's gonna hurt. But that's where the gains are coming from. You know, you're ripping your muscles apart so they can repair later on, and you know there'll be more of it. There'll be more muscles. So it's almost like, because you could call hard work pain as well. So if you work hard, you're gonna gain more. Not even gain more, you gain something. Like it's through that pain that we have to work through.
Yeah.
And no pain, no gain.
No good tattoo without a bit of pain. DM me if you want a tattoo. I do tattoos.
Yeah.
Alright. No news is good news.
Oh,
I like that.
I thought it was my turn to read.
Oh, is it? Sorry, go on.
Yeah.
I'll edit it out.
Jumping the gun here. No news. No news is good news. That's kind of like the opposite of, whatever news is good news, isn't it? Like whatever leads. Whatever leads. Yeah, whatever. So no news is good news. I don't get it. No news is good news. How can no news be good news? Unless they mean like, all you see in the mainstream news is like some.
That's what I'm thinking.
Something terrible going on in the world. People bombing each other, people dying. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like it's referring to like the news, like the mainstream news and all the headlines that they push forward.
That's what I'm getting. Try feeling good watching the news and reading the newspaper and all that sort of crap. Good luck at that.
Yeah.
Is it my turn? Yeah. One good turn deserves another. So, what's that other one? Give praise when it's due.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, if you see a mom or a dad dissing a daughter or a son, saying like he's a bad dog, going back to that other dog proverb, give a dog a bad name then hang him. When you see that so-called bad dog do a good thing, make sure to step out your way to give that man or woman praise and to encourage them to do it again.
Yeah, that's positive reinforcement.
Yeah, it's powerful. Both ways are very powerful, but to be mindful of how much we can create to create more of better creations is a powerful thing. So just use it, and use it well, use it wisely.
Yeah. One good turn deserves another. One good turn deserves. Yeah, I would say that as well. Like, I guess that praise does, like, it promotes more of whatever that behavior is. And yeah, it's both ways as well. Like, negative reinforcement will result in something similar as well, or something of the same intensity. One good turn deserves another. I can't really think of anything right now. One good turn deserves another.
It's alright.
And do you have anything else to add?
Nah, I'm done for that one.
Cool. Next one. A rolling stone gathers no mass. A rolling stone gathers no mass. Okay. rolling stone is no mass. What I'm thinking is like, a snowball. I think like how like if you roll, say like you're on top of a mountain or something, and then you start rolling a snowball, forming it into like a bigger ball, and then you see rolling down, it gathers more snow, so there's like a snowballing effect. So I'm thinking like maybe this means the opposite of that.
So
does that make sense?
So if the snowball stayed still, it would lose its size.
It would lose its size.
Yeah, is that what you're trying to like say?
Yeah, because it needs movement for it to gather mass. So if the snowball stays still, then it's not getting in touch with other snow, so it can't really get bigger.
Yeah,
I don't know how that applies to a rolling stone that gathers no mass. But yeah, what do you think?
I feel like if we're the stone, say we're the stone and we stay still, an idle mind is a devil's workshop. So when we stay still and we don't roll, we don't continue to move forward, our mind can make us move backwards or many places that aren't necessarily beneficial to us, and the moss could symbolize like negativity growing on us until there's no piece of stone anymore in sight but moss in it.
Oh, moss.
Yeah, not mass. Moss.
I was thinking mass. I was like, oh. I'm still stuck on the no pain, no gain. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Fuck feeling, right?
Yeah, do you want to move on to the next one?
Oh, sorry. The spirit is willing, but the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
That sounds like it came from the Bible.
It might have.
Spirit is willing.
What I get from it is when you're sort of in that transaction stage of wanting to change but don't feel like you can. You're in between of wishing to become a better you, but you keep going back to square one and again and again. You're almost breaking through. Like you're a mine. Imagine you're one of those guys who digs for diamonds. You keep digging and digging and digging, but as soon as you're about to hit a massive gem, you fall back. But just keep going and going and going, and you keep digging and digging, and eventually you'll find that big gem, and it's within. Imagine those caves are also within yourself as well. If I didn't make that complicated enough. What do you get from that one?
The first thing that comes to mind is when it says the flesh is weak, probably means like our desires.
Ooh.
So like our human desires, we hunger, we want sex, we want to acquire wealth. So like the spirit can exercise will, but the flesh is almost a slave. Like it's a slave to our nature, basically. So I think that's what I'm thinking. Anyways, like the flesh is weak in terms of like the desires that we have. It almost sounds. It almost sounds Buddhist as well.
It does, doesn't it? It does. Yeah. That one anyway. So does the next one.
Next one is still waters run deep. Yeah. This one does sound Buddhist as well.
Isn't it?
Yeah, so like, so if I'm guessing, if we imagine that we are the water and we are still, as in,
Be the
if we
water.
still our, no, we're not the water. Let's say we're the ocean, and the water or the ocean is our mind or our thoughts. If you're still your mind, you can almost glimpse like deeper insights into your consciousness or your unconscious, if you wish. But it's almost like it's meditation basically. It's like embracing the deepness of the present moment. And yeah, because like there's another one that's similar to this. I don't know if you know this. It's about like muddy water and
Yeah.
yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Muddy water is best left to clear or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, so like that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I just got meditation come to mind as well. That's all I got for this one.
Next.
A stitch in time saves 9. A stitch in time saves 9.
A stitch.
So
It sounds like a Dorito,
sounds like one.
Sorry, go on.
A stitch in time saves 9.
Similar to the devil you know as well, innit?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting from it. Alright then. Thanks for listening, guys. Comment, like, subscribe.
Mindscreed.
Well, good night.
Yes.